Alright, hello guys. Welcome back to another video. Essentially, for like the next few videos, I'll be playing this Valorant stuff in the background because I play a lot of Valorant, and I noticed that when I do videos where I'm actually like live playing the game in the background, I get a bit distracted from the actual video itself. Also, if my pronunciation is a bit strange today, it's because I put on my retainers already. So they kind of impede my speech just a little bit, make it sound a bit strange, but that's okay. Um, okay, so today I just wanted to talk about absurdity, which is like a very philosophical topic, and I'll tell you first about how I got to this topic. So I kind of got to this topic because my friend Kevin, I'll link his channel down below. But my friend Kevin has a channel, of course, and and he talks about a bunch of random stuff. And today, what he was talking about was how um he was just like lying randomly on the grass, and then just like looking at everything around him and finding it like suddenly very beautiful. And so he's essentially talking about just like beautiful things arising out of like every day, just like random at like any random time you can find something inextricably beautiful. And I just kind of wanted to add on to that because um I think not only is beauty like something that arises at every moment, I think at the same time as this like sort of spontaneous beauty arising, there's another feeling that arises that I think can actually provoke more profound, uh, I guess you could say, beauty. Although I don't think beauty is quite the right word. And what I'm talking about is absurdity. And if you guys know a little bit about philosophy, you'll know that absurdity is Albert Camus' philosophy. And I like Camus a lot. I mean, he's very much of like a pop philosopher, I suppose. Like a lot of people know him, but I think a lot of his writings are like extremely, uh, they just talk about experiences that everyone has. And one of his lines that I still remember is that absurdity can hit you in the face at every street corner, and that's completely correct. And even for someone who doesn't know what absurdity is, who can't articulate the feeling, like it still happens. And for me, like this doesn't happen too much when I'm like very caught up in the, I don't know, you can describe it as like the humdrum of life. Like when I'm very caught up in everything I'm doing every day. Like if I'm super busy with a project, or I'm just like playing video games, going to the gym, and like in a very constant cycle of these things, I will not have these moments. But even in like a very brief respite from what I'm doing, like these moments occur. Like today, I think I was in the bathroom, and usually when I'm, doing a number two, I use my phone because that's like just like a constant, what is it called? Like a constant occupation of my mind. So I usually do that. But today, just for some reason, for a little while, I just put down my phone, and I started looking around, and I don't know, it just I had a bit of absurdity. Like I was looking at like everything around my house, and like all this stuff I had on the countertops in my bathroom, and I was just thinking that like this is crazy. like like why do I have all this stuff? And then I even thought to the point where it was like I was saying that property is such a strange concept, which it is. Like just the fact that people can own things, like like owning something is such a strange concept. Or like houses are such a strange concept. Like like me and my three other family members do not need a house whatsoever. And like 99% of the time, most of it is like essentially like a waste of space. Like no one's using it, right? But then at the same time, like a house is or like just like private property is like such a comforting thing. So I'm not really gonna argue against property or housing, but like there are moments like these where things that are so normal in everyday life just suddenly seem so strange. And yeah, today was definitely one of those days. Um, and I just want to talk that like this feeling of like strangeness of like suddenly finding normal things strange also comes with a beauty to it, because like a lot of times, actually I was having a conversation about this in one of my school classes, that like as humans we oversimplify everything, and it's a necessity. Like if we did not oversimplify everything, we just would not be able to function whatsoever. So I think the example I gave of this is like trees, right? Like how do you really identify what a tree is? Like I don't know. It has leaves, it has branches. How do you identify what a leaf or a branch is? I mean, you just like look at it, right? Like there's not any super specific definition of it. You just have an idea of what a tree is. But like, what is a tree really? A tree is not really a tree. A tree is just a peculiar assortment of atoms. Like it's just atoms that happen to be assorted in the shape of a tree. And that's all a tree is. So I don't know. When you think of it like that, it's quite strange. Like the trees don't really exist. I mean, even if you go down to the level of atoms, atoms are still made up of other stuff. Like do atoms really exist? I don't know. They're made up of like quarks or whatever. And I'm sure if you go even deeper, quarks are made up of something that we don't know yet. And it's just like reality is so complex and so goes so deep that it's impossible for us to comprehend everything. So we just oversimplify it. But also like when in these moments of absurdity, you reflect on what things truly are. Like maybe you look at a tree and you reflect that it is such an intricate piece of work. Like it's not just a tree. It is truly like an incredible piece of I'm not sure what of the universe, I guess. But it's so incredible that it even exists. And sometimes I have these moments about myself too. Like, do you know how incredible it is that you exist or that I exist? It is like almost unimaginable to think of like how amazing it is to just exist, or like to have things that exist. Yeah, perhaps this is going a bit too deep, but yeah, these are my thoughts on like random absurdity, and how random absurdity I think leads to like random feelings of beauty as well, because you just you just like have a much deeper appreciation of like the universe. Like it's so much more than just what you deal with every day. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. And I really choked this Valorant round. I definitely could have gotten them there. But yeah, that's it. See you guys next time.